I wonder what ice from the coldest part of Antarctica tastes like. I wonder what water from the deepest part of the ocean tastes like. I wonder what space tastes like. Oh, that's right. Space tastes like Coca-Cola. What? Space flavored Coca-Cola. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. Well, I, for one, sure didn't know that this existed. It is space-flavored Coca-Cola. This is a new limited edition under a new line of Coca-Cola that's coming out now called Creations. These are limited edition offerings. They're only going to be around for a little while. This first one is called Starlight, and it supposedly captures the essence and the flavor of space. And the way that it does that is supposedly the more you drink this, you start to get a cooling sensation in your mouth. So we'll see if that actually happens. Apparently, the idea behind this is that somewhere in the whole universe, somewhere out there, another version of Coca-Cola might exist. So maybe there's life on other planets. Maybe there's Coca-Cola on other planets. Maybe this is what it tastes like. It is supposed to have a slightly reddish hue, so we will find out in a second about that. And that is supposed to be inspired by the light that comes to us from stars. So again, this is called Starlight. I could only find this in these tiny little cans. This can is 90 calories. So let's open this up and let's find out what space tastes like. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a nice pour here on this. It does have a reddish tint to it. I can see that as it's pouring, and you'll definitely see that as it's coming up the glass here. There we go. It's more than a reddish tint. It's completely red. The company said that it would have a reddish hue to it. Well, I think that is looking more like a red soda than it is having a reddish hue to a Coca-Cola. Supposedly, the flavor is very similar to regular Coca-Cola, but it does have this cooling sensation. And I was looking at the ingredients on here, and I see that it does have fruit and vegetable juices in here, but it says that is only for coloration. So let's see what the flavor's like. Let's actually give this a little bit of a sniff test here. It smells just like a Coca-Cola. If you've ever smelled a Coke or a Pepsi, there is a certain aroma to it, kind of a sweetness, a sweet aroma. And this smells exactly like Coca-Cola. So let's give this a taste. Tastes exactly like a Coca-Cola. I really don't notice any difference from a regular Coke. Now, supposedly, there is a cooling sensation that builds as you drink this. So I'm going to keep drinking this, and we'll see if I get that cooling sensation. I have no idea how they have created this cooling sensation, but I haven't noticed it yet. I mean, it's cold because I had it in the fridge. There really is no flavor difference whatsoever from regular Coke. And I will admit, as far as carbonated beverages, well, you guys know I'm not a big carbonated beverage drinker. If I do choose a cola, I will usually choose Pepsi. But I mean, this definitely tastes just like a Coke. Okay, I am sort of getting a cooling sensation in my mouth. And the inspiration for this, again, this is supposed to be space flavored. And this is supposed to sort of simulate what a trip to outer space would be like as it gets colder and colder. And I am noticing now that there is sort of, wow, this is an interesting sensation. It does kind of build. You do sort of get a cooling sensation in your mouth when you drink this. It's sort of opposite to a lot of those spicy snacks that we see, that as you eat it more and more, you get a little bit more of that heat. As you drink this, you do get a cooling sensation in your mouth. I'm very curious to know how they pull that off, exactly what they're using in this to get that cooling, that cooling sensation. This is Starlight Coca-Cola, space flavored. It's kind of a neat experience. I mean, maybe I'm just imagining it, being influenced by the fact that this is what the company says it does, but I definitely notice a different sensation in my mouth drinking this. This is a very cooling drink. I like this. This is pretty cool. And on a hot summer day here in Florida, this would be fantastic because this definitely does cool you down. And I feel like it is more of a cooling factor than simply taking a drink out of the refrigerator after it's cooled down in the refrigerator. I feel like there is a component to this that sort of makes your tongue feel like it has been cooled, almost like if you had some, something sort of like eucalyptus, the way that the menthol, the mentholated action in eucalyptus sort of cools things down. That's sort of what this reminds me of. Interesting. Very interesting. And I'm going to say this is a 3-star seal of approval. This is unique. All right, there we go. Who knew? Space tastes like Coke. Go pick those up while you can. You should be able to find them in your grocery store. And I will catch you next time.